Hello YouTube, how the hell are you? My name's Vac, and we're here this morning to play some Marvel Strike Force. So we're going to send out a quick shout to my Discord. And get that going. So we got a war to win this morning. We're at about the last half hour of it, and I'm going to go put in all of my attacks. And should be a win after that, I hope. I mean, I think it's probably a win right now from what I saw a minute ago. So anyway. So welcome to Mortytown TV. This is our little corner of the internet for my guild, although of course this content is available for anyone to consume, and I hope you enjoy it, particularly if you're a fan of this game. I've been playing for a little over 2 years now. I'm a 10 million TCP player. Our alliance is a Gold 2 alliance. So you're going to see some mid to high range play. Let me see, I haven't even checked this in a few days. I'm up to 10.2 as far as total collection power. And I am, I've slipped to 85th overall. So I dropped a couple spots. I'm doing the best I can though, but I'm usually lingering somewhere in that 80 to 85 range. All right, so let's take a look at that war, shall we? We're up by about 120 points. So this is by no means a guaranteed win. I'm not going to look at our defense because I don't want to show that on camera. So right now, we should be in cargo bay. And I'm going to start moving that ball with both of my characters. And then after that, we want to go armory. So hopefully we can drop cargo bay here. We can forestall any attempts to come back. All right, we got 6 attacks to make, and we got 30 minutes to do it, so we need to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and attack this craptastic looking shield team. And I hate to have to waste any of my shit on this, but it's morning. There's 30 minutes left. We're just taking out whoever we can at this point. So let's see here. It's a 250k shield team. So let's give them. Have we used supernatural? We have used supernatural. It's a craptastic shield team. I'm going to take my Guardians of the Galaxy up against it and probably overwhelm them, and or hopefully overwhelm them and go from there. So they did get reactor. They have not gotten bridge. They haven't even gotten very far in a bridge. They are working our armory and our barracks, so that's something to be concerned about, but nothing too much to be concerned about. I think if we can push some rooms right now, if we can get this cargo bay, we're going to be fine. We're going to hold off any late rallies, okay? And that's what we're looking to do. So the first things first, we just want to try to overwhelm medic. No problemo, all right? And then next up on our kill list would be either Hawkeye or Fury, but it looks like we're going to have to go after Miss Marvel here because she's got that auto taunt. So let's see if we can kill her before she gets a chance to self-heal. Alright, just buff everybody up. That's kind of why Groot's here. He's here to make Rocket do more damage and to give everybody death proof and defense up. That's what he does. Alright, let's throw a blind out there. Although I do think her next move is going to be a self-heal, so that's good. Let's get her out of here. Hawkeye's half dead, so let's go ahead and pop him. Matter of fact, we know with all this splash damage is going to take care of him. That's, ooh, oh, look at him dodging. Damn. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, so Morningstar's got that little piddly team. Let's call this out in chat. All right. So we'll clear this last 290K team here. This should give us 5 attacks left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this team, nothing to be too afraid of. Okay, so we're going to start it off. I like to always go after Black Widow if I can see her, which of course is not going to be for long. We'll start popping Ant-Man. That was probably the worst burst of damage that we're going to take until we piss Hulk off. So no worries there. Security's holding strong. I was pretty bummed when I first got her at 7 red stars, but since then, that's turned out to be a good pull. Alright, so we lost our taunt, but I just don't think they're going to be able to kill our squishies. And even if they did, we have the best reser in the game. Well, maybe second best. So that's as good as done. There's that med bay. Change name and James. Let's look at this really fast. James 49. Change name. I kind of feel like this guy had a different name at some point. Okay, so those guys they look weak in armor, I mean in med bay, but they're really up around close to 5 mil. Let's see what I got in armor here. Let's see if they're preloaded. They look like they might be. Space and Bates. Ah, what did I went back too far? Back too far. Gotta hurry. Space is 5'8", and Bates is gonna be 5'7". So yeah, let's just All right. So med bay is the call. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go take out this Coulson Shield team right here. Okay, so we want to start off going after medic, but then we want to disrupt Coulson so that he doesn't put all those buffs on himself with his first action. And then from there we want to go back to medic. And in turn 2 we'll hit them with the blind. All right. Nothing we can do about that taunt. So now let's yank them, blind them, finish them off. We got more attacks to make. And a shrinking amount of time. See if we can't get him off the board. There we go. Okay. No great options. I'll take down this power armor to see what's behind it, but I need to be attacking. Here we got a little over 10 minutes left. Yeah, we got 10 minutes and 3 attacks to make, so we do need to rush. Trying to get these attacks made with 2 different characters too. It's a little distracting, but I'm getting there. All right, so they've already wasted some of their juice. All right, we'll start up our wombo. Okay, I think I ran all the charges off of this Hydra team over here with backs. 300k Asgard team, that's all me. So we have Inhumans and we have Fantastic Four. So let's hit these guys with Inhumans. Even on a 100k punch down, Asgard can sometimes hand it to Fantastic Four. So let's just be sure about this, that we're going to get a one tap. And we'll go in with the big dogs. And Baxos finished off that Hydra team, so that's good. That's good. Okay. So I like to go right at Thor. And then we're just going to start AEing everybody. Because that is just what this team does. There really is no other strategy. Spread some slows around. I don't really care about getting rid of her taunt now. We'll just keep throwing this damage in. Put some single target on the tank and get rid of her. That pisses off the God of Thunder. But I don't care. Alright, everybody resisted the stun, so that's perfect. So we're going to make sure that Thor is not going to be stealthing. And then we're going to start AEing everybody now. Oh, what am I hitting Greg's for? Let's just hit everybody, huh? Give him some offense downs. Work on Loki. And then clear all the trash. Nighty-night. Alright, so we are definitely holding off any rallies. I don't know if we're going to get this room, but the extra points is going to help. That put us over 1,000, and that's pretty much our goal for any war. I'm not satisfied if we don't score 1,000 points. We want to at least do that at a bare minimum to add to our season total. So now what we're looking at here, I got a 270k X-Men on the board, and that's my toughest team. I don't know if I can beat that with a 400k. I'm pretty sure I can. We're going to find out with a 400k Fantastic Four. And Baxos is tapped. 7 minutes and counting. So let's see what we can do with this X-Men team. So we want to kind of ignore Phoenix. I want to go right at Storm. I'm very glad this is not a Cyclops version. Let's just hit everybody with the dinosaur. We'll bubble up. I'm just going to basic attack her and hope she doesn't die. There we go. Ah, blah. Phooey. And now we're going to throw everything we got at her. Including Ben's biggest hit, which almost did the job right there. Oh, Colossus just messed up. Ugh. Or not. She got that off because of Psylocke, it looks like. Got that free dodge on her. But we're going to pull through. They're a little dinged up, but we still got our whole team here. I just don't see this going well for them. Yeah, Violeton Verti I knew about. I'm concerned about it, but he's having a personal issue. Okay, so I got big fat zeros. Nothing more to buy. So that's as far as I can take us here. So good job to all the Mortys out there. I do not see them rallying in this amount of time. So that's we're going to call that a win and get on with our daily activities. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even getting into that. Okay, so moving on to our daily routine. Let's check our inbox here. Free Father's Day gift. Happy Father's Day, by the way, to all the fathers out there. I will definitely take those free Superior Basic Catalysts. So let's check offers and see what's available today. I know there's some energy offers in here I want. In these mixed energy bundles. And I don't think there's anything in here else that I'm interested in, but just to be sure, yeah, pretty much not. All right. We'll take those damage catalysts. We'll take the resist catalysts. Even though we're doing pretty good on those, we're going to spend some before long. I'll take that titanium and the vibranium. We will take a little bit of secret intel still. Definitely want basic catalysts. How am I doing on? I'm okay on that. And I'll take that other vibranium. We're looking for marrow. We're not seeing it. Sad day. It's a sad day. But otherwise, yeah, it looks fine. Moving on. Start recharging our defense boosts. We'll grab what we want here, which is pretty much just that. We don't have enough for any orbs. I'm going to hope for some marrows. No, but I'll take that syringe. And I'll take these basic catalysts. 200. We need 3. So let's see what we got here. I can get a 6 red star magneto. Nah. That's a thought. Right there. 7 red star black bolt. Saving up for that. But I'm leaning toward putting it all into black order. Speaking of which, let's see where we fell on arena. We're still in 2nd place. So first things first. according to my phone, my war energy has fully recharged. And that, I'm sorry to say, Scopely, is fucking horseshit. Don't try to bait me into playing your game with lies when I'm already fucking playing it. For God's sake. So going to serendipity. We're going to buy our daily allotment of energy, which is 600 cores worth, which will get us to 900 energy. 900 energy is exactly the amount of energy needed to farm all these hard nodes. Hello and good morning, by the way, if you're just joining us. My name is Vac, and we're here playing some Marvel Strike Force. Alright, so there goes the war victory officially, popping up over here on Baxos' screen. I'm sure that we'll see it when we back out of this game mode. And there's our 900 energy. We will be back later to work on medium nodes for the rest of the day, pretty much. And here's the war victory. So that was a solid 4,400 points. And I'm happy for that. So we'll head into the inbox there and grab those rewards so that we can go open that that war orb. Ooh, we get a red star orb too. Yeah. Hardly ever anything to them. I don't expect much out of regular red star orbs. They're just there to build up to elites. Okay, so a couple serendipity pulls. Not the best ever, but we'll take it. We're saving those 14 orbs. Shall we say 15 orbs? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my donations right now before I forget them. And then we're going to spend our regular energy, once again, 600 cores worth. Which usually comes out to about 1,000 energy, but we bought those energy bundles this morning. Let's see what we can get here. So the only one that really matters in here is Superior Basic Catalyst. You're getting 18 3 times a week. That's what? It's less than 60. It's 50, 56 or 54 or something like that. You need 300 for one piece of gear. So that means that it's going to take you a month to get one piece of gear or better. Better than a month, really. So you're basically getting like probably something in the area of a half dozen pieces of gear a year. Just the catalyst for those. Like it's not. This is kind of a token reward. Early on, it's more impactful, right? You don't need as much for every gear piece. You get in similar numbers. The numbers don't ramp up in the same way, that on the same scale that they do in cost. And so, yeah, that basically that challenge means less and less. Arena Raid Blitz. So we're good on Arena for the moment. Let's just go spend our energy. Oh wait, did we open our war orb? I don't know that we did. We did not. Well, we got some mini uniques. We didn't get the one I'm looking for, but whatever. Let's come back to that. Okay. So, the only black order that we don't have finished up to gear tier 14 is Cull Obsidian. And he's who I'd like to be raising, but I'm also kind of waiting on Marrow. So pretty soon here, we're going to, in fact, pretty much now, in fact, we're not even going to focus on Cull for now. We kind of need to be focusing on Symbiote Spider-Man. And it looks like he's got what he needs. So let's go ahead and buy that and get him to gear tier 13. He's going to do a lot of work for us in the city nodes, which we're still a ways off from getting to, but still. He is going to do a good bit of work for us in the city nodes. And we need to start getting him to gear tier 14. So we start farming up some focus nodes. If we get lucky, this is doable without refreshing any of these nodes. And we did. And we're going to need Marrow on him as well. Okay, so now we're in crunch time. Do I raise the symbiotes and get ready for city, or do I finish off the last black order who I'm using in arena? Arena gives cores, and Dark Dimension 3 basically just gives more. You know, it gives a lot of good rewards, don't get me wrong, but they'll be there when I get there. I might have to go for arena. Let's see what do we need out of the other symbiotes here. What kind of mini uniques do you require? Nothing there. How do you have enough focus? Like, did we just spend all these? I know there's a website I can look at and see who requires what. So I'll just do that. I'll do that later off camera. So let's just spend the rest of this energy. We know we want to farm up as many of these superior basics as we can. It's only 3 nodes, and I'm only willing to spend so many cores to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get what we can, which should chew through a lot of our remaining energy, not all of it. So we're just going to be on the hunt for marrow for a while. I was wrong. It is going to take all the energy. Don't mind being wrong about that. Okay. So next step then. Next step then, we'll go ahead and grab these milestones we've been holding off on. Nate passing me up on World Warrior. Go Nate. The young Nate dog. He's not old enough to know what I'm referencing there. He's got to regulate. You give me catalyst now. And some gear orbs. Alright, so we should get the raid started now. Here, have a ride along with me real quick. I'm going to swap you over to Baxos. And we are going to have a look-see at spending his energy, which is a much shorter process. But I need to get it done before we move into raids and blitzes. So there's that. That's done. And then we'll buy as many cores as he can muster to do his daily farming. Which would be nice. 700, a fat 700 today. So we're going to farm shards on these AIM characters that we're working on. AIM Assaulter, AIM Security. Almost done with AIM Security. We're gonna hold off. Once we get them to 6 stars, we're gonna take them off the list and just let them go grow naturally from there. Hella's probably gonna be on the list till she's 7 stars though, because we really want a Black Bolt. We really want a Black Bolt. So Falcon, we need to get to 7 or to 6 stars. If we're lucky, we can do it today. No, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. 199 out of 200. Hand Assassin, we're just working her right on up to 7. It's hard to get her otherwise. And we want ourselves a Phoenix. And a 7 Red Star Phoenix. Or a 7 Yellow Star Phoenix as soon as we can get it. So we're just going to keep working on all that. We're working on Shocker. Because we're just trying to get our Sinister 6 built up a little bit for those legendaries. And now we're going to have a look with the rest of this energy and see what improvements we can make to AIM. So if we can make some improvements and farm some Ghost Rider shards, I'm good with that. And then we'll peel back here and just see, just took the 1. Good deal. Okay, so there's a piece of gear on Monstrosity. And it looks like security is going to be up next here, but I'm pretty sure she's 12, and yeah, everything we're going to hit here on her is going to be tier 4 gear, and I don't want to put tier 4 gear on her. So she's just going to have to sit like that until she can get that next star. Let's see about Graviton. We'll go ahead and farm up hopefully some Karnak shards while we're doing this. There we go. And that'll be that. Alright, so he's got arena challenges, raids, blitz left to do. Some supply purchasing as well, although he doesn't need so much. There's just, he's working through it kind of slow and steady. I don't always see a lot here that I want to jump out and buy. But we'll just buy 3 catalysts, and that will satisfy what we need, and I know we're going to use them eventually. He gets 1 serendipity orb. And hang on, I don't think I did the rest of supplies. I did not. Let's get those strife shards. Let's well, we're pretty good there. See what he's got down here. Nah. Alright, I think we're done with Heimdall. I think we're working Deadpool. Deadpool's pretty much done. I just need to upgrade him. Juggernaut's getting there fine on his own, and Baku needs to be worked. Everybody else I'm pretty sure is where we want them. Hand Archer, there you go. Hand Archer it is. Oh. On to the war. Oh, good. We were hoping to see some Sif. Definitely we're hoping for that. And we'll save the rest. And then he's got 200. He's got a ton of gold promotion credits, but no good characters to use them on. Most of his characters are in the 2 to 4 star range, and they're just not ready for that upgrade. Okay, so let's get his challenges. We're not even gonna do too much with this right now. And last, Catalyst. Okay. Yeah, 180 marrow, 72 syringes, and 180 scans. I think I have the scans. It's the marrow that's going to hold me up. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at least a few weeks getting through the cosmic phase. Although with the progress I made yesterday, I might get through it quicker than I have previous phases. I don't know. But, we'll get it when we get it, right? We will get it when we get it. I am not the people's whale. I am my own whale. So we will be moving at the speed that my entertainment budget dictates. That's pretty much it. If hundreds of people start flooding my stream like Casino and want to throw money at me and want to see me do it all in one night, I will gladly accommodate. But until that time, I am not the people's whale. I am my own whale, and I swim at my speed. And my speed probably will be pretty slow getting all those marrows. I'm going to refresh the store with regularity, right? I always refresh the 50s. I'm looking for them. I'm out there looking for them. I'm just not always finding them. Alright, this is just about got Baxos wrapped up. We can get on with the raid portion of the program. We'll get a blitz rotation in, and then we'll do Dark Dimension 3. We'll see if we can have as much success as we had yesterday. Yep, that looks like all for him. Well, what do we got here? Got ourselves a milestone. Cha-ching. Okay. So swapping the view back over to the big guy. I gotta answer this guy from Pants a Hulk after the stream. I get a couple of recruiting messages a week. This is the first one from Pants of Hulk, and I'm pretty I'm flattered, we should say. So I'm gonna handle that one delicately. A lot of these guys don't take it very well when I tell them no, but they seem like nice people. So getting both of these guys set up. We'll start with U7, and I'm gonna lift the desk and stand up, stretch my legs. All right, so I just got to do a little bit of a monitor adjustment and maybe a little bit of a camera adjustment too, and that looks, reasonable centered, right? I mean, I'm dancing around here. Okay, let's get on with it. I'm not the center of the action anyway. We're here to see some gameplay. So this is my U17. Mr. Sander will be very well aware of it. It's just my fire and forget team. While I work on getting Baxos through this raid, which is a little trickier. All right, so we'll point him at Nick and pull the trigger. Okay then. Yeah, 180 marrow. That is going to take some time. So what we'll do basically is we're just gonna focus on having Symbiote Spider-Man ready to go by the time we finish Cosmic. My inferior team of losers. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Yeah, we'll try to get Symbiote Spider-Man done at least, right? And if I have to, I'll do the whole damn thing with Symbiote Spider-Man. I don't give a shit. But however long it takes, man, either we'll finish it or we'll get all the marrows that we need, one or the other. We're just going to get there at the best speed we can reasonably get there. Is that a dab emoji that I'm looking at? Is that what that is? I love it. I love it. Oh man. Okay, moving on. So because of those energy bundles this morning, we're going to easily be able to go right to the end of this lane. I mean, unless we faceplant 5 or 6 times, and I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. So let's point them at the energy battery. Pull the trigger. Looking good. Looking good. The little dab. Yeah, it's not something I try to pull off very often. No. Okay. Oops, sorry. Bumped the microphone. That side of it's supposedly dead, but I bet you could hear it. All right. Doesn't bother me if it's done well, but I don't know. I always look silly doing it. You know, if like professional dancers, and you know, or even just a good dancer wants to knock it out, so yeah, that's cool. Not me. Not I, sir. All right, I'm gonna fire them up. Step away for 1 second. All right. Twelve more tachyons, huh? Godspeed, sir. Godspeed. It is in your interest to start it as soon as possible because it's going to take a while. Just going to blind you for privacy for a minute. Just, you know, just picking my nose, stuff like that. Either would be decent choices. In a way, you kind of just want to focus on characters that will do a lot of damage before they die, because inevitably everybody will die. Yeah. So Punisher will do good damage before he goes down. But then Nick may help you live a turn longer, right? The defense up on turn 1 or 2 is very helpful. And of course, if you're not using Yo-Yo, then having the summons is always helpful as well. Either would be valid. I don't have the end-all be-all answer. I just have the characters that I've leveled to 14 for other various reasons, and I'm just experimenting with them and trying to get teams that'll get through there as best I can. That first couple sections were bad. I'm going to drop out of autoplay now. So the only blind he landed was on... oh, now you get rid of the taunt. So the only blind they landed was on Black Bolt. We want to make sure we don't waste anything good on Black Bolt, like that ultimate. So we'll just throw a basic out there, let that blind pass. We'll health drain everybody and top everybody off. And then, of course, he's going to start ability blocking. We really don't want to be on any of these tanks. We want to be on Ronin. We'll hold off on that heal. Okay, back into full overdrive. Brutal, man. Brutal. I mean, I would probably go the other way on that, Thomas. I mean, you're going to get a lot of use out of Yo-Yo in the first 2 sections, and you're going to be in there for a while. City's way at the end. I've been on Dark Dimension 3 for months, man, and I haven't got to City section yet. I barely just started working them, right? But I did find Yo-Yo to be invaluable for the first 2 sections. I don't think I would have got through them as quick as I did without her, in fact. Because the thing is, like, I really find her method of protection, which is kind of mostly is pretty much just unique to her at the moment. There's a few bubble protectors and the like, but her level of protection, you know, being that she doesn't tank and taunt, you know, and because nobody seems to be able to stand up to that. I mean, my Thanos is just barely pulling it off in the early stages of Cosmic, and I worry that he's not going to have a prayer of tanking in another node or 2. But Yo-Yo drops everybody's damage by half pretty reliably. That's way better when these guys do massive amounts of damage. It's just like nobody's going to have the hit points and the armor to keep up with that. But she just drops 50% off without you having to do a damn thing. It's just too overpowered, man. It's very good tanking. It's the best mitigation you're going to get in those first 2 sections. Alright, I'm done on U7 with Baxos. Moving right along. But we'll be on it a while with that because we got plenty of energy to spend. So we're running all the way to the end. All the way to the end. It's Ultimus or bust right now. Oh, so brutal. Hey, my tummy's growling. It's awful early for that. Well, she can be with BB in the first section, but I get what you're saying. I can't recommend her enough, man. I don't really know why you don't use her that much. I use her everywhere. But I mean, like, I kind of had a notion that I was going to buy her shards right off the bat because I just really loved the character from the show. But when it became apparent pretty early just how strong her passive was going to be, I went ahead and I went all in. So I mean, we got a good yo-yo. I got all the stars that you're going to need, and I realize everybody doesn't have that because she's pretty difficult to get out of just premium orbs. But I mean, out of all of the characters I've spent money on, there's not a shred of regret on Yo-Yo. Not a shred. There are characters that I have gotten that turned out to be only moderately useful or just situationally useful. And then, a year later, I'm still pulling shards out of orbs. And I was like, well, kind of wished I hadn't got that character because, I only got marginal usage. I never saw a single core back out of them. Yo-Yo was a character I've seen a lot of cores back out of because I got on her meta early. My Yo-Yo Black Bolt team in Arena, man, nobody even wanted to fuck with it for a long time. So that earned me a lot of cores. And now, yeah, she's starting to fall off a bit in Arena, but only in so much as that people with full Black Orders are performing better now, or at least high-level Black Order. And that's the only thing that's pushed her out of the meta at all. And I still find her to be extremely useful in raids. As, witnessed here. There's just nothing else in the game like that. She's cutting everybody's damage in half. They can't cleanse it. They can barely resist it. There's really not much they can do about it. And that's a fairly unique thing in the game's meta at the moment. There might be another character come along later. But for now, she's one of a kind. Yeah, it's your roster, man. You got to make those decisions. That's how this works. We all try to figure out what's going to work best for us and prioritize our stuff. Some people don't even worry about the efficiency of it, and they just go after the characters they like. And some of us, we just have varying opinions on the efficacy of certain strategies. So yeah, man, Godspeed, brother. Go with who you want. I just, in all good conscience, have to recommend her strongly. All right. right, so we got 2 more to go. She's going to leave us still with more than 50 energy. This should wrap up, what, this afternoon? How much time's left on this thing? All right, right at Star-Lord. No, Sherry. Don't die. Although she sure as shit looks frail in the films. Like, my God, the actress who plays Shuri is so thin. Yeah, I mean, really, dude, you get her like 5 red, 7 gold, and that character thumps, man. But even at that low rank, what the difference is when you get her to 7 gold and decent red stars, she starts doing damage, right? Like right now for you, she's applying the damage down, and she's probably doing that reliably enough to get her job done. But she's probably not doing much damage when she attacks. She actually does pretty decent DPS when you get her on par with the enemies she's facing. She's still a protector. She's not doing massive DPS. She's not ever going to match a brawler or a blaster, but she does do pretty well. And if you work her, especially if you work her onto a team where when she uses her basic, she gets an assist from an Inhuman ally. And if you put your team together in such a way where her only Inhuman ally is Black Bolt, then all of a sudden that basic starts doing a lot of damage, and because of Black Bolt, will drop buffs. But her damage really does not kick in. You're correct until she's really top end usable. Before that, I might use her in U7, but that'd probably be about it. I wouldn't use her in arena as much. You need the damage there. I did pretty well with Colossus before I started using her. He's a fairly good pairing with Phoenix. And was, all over the arena meta before Black Bolt and Yo-Yo came along. Oh my God, stop hitting my Minerva. So the question here is, do we go straight after Danvers or do we go after the big guy? I say we go after Danvers because she's just going to whittle away at us. This whole fight has been my experience. And then we get back on the big guy. If we don't faceplant from losing our healers right off the bat. Like so. Alright, let's see if we can't kill Danvers before we go down. Close. Getting there. Maybe we can even finish the node without Minerva. It's possible. It's happened before. Stranger things have happened. For sure. So now we're definitely going to focus Ultimus. And in the time it's taken me to do this, I've done all of Baxos' rating. And now I'm working his arena. Yeah, man, if you get her jacked, she will do you a lot of good. Particularly, like I say, if you have a yo-yo and a black bolt on a team of people that otherwise are not Inhumans, then you know every time you use her basic, Black Bolt's going to follow it up. He's going to knock off a buff. He's going to do good damage, and he might even, if it takes them below 25%, he's going to get a follow-up attack. So it can be pretty effective. Also, she gives ability energy almost primarily to him when she passes out energy, which is probably even way more impactful than the basic combo. And there goes the U7. Wasn't so bad. So we're going to move on to the Alpha. Where, speaking of symbiotes, I'm working my way down the city chain. There's no doubt Phoenix and BB are a big part of any kind of hybrid offensive arena team right now. You got to have them. You know, I mean, Phoenix is less useful in the meta now because so many people are starting to put Maw on their defense, but I feel like that's still overcomable, right? Like, there's no way that invalidates Phoenix as a meta character in my mind. It's one ability block. It's one freaking ability block. Like, it doesn't have that much effect. It gives you a window. Basically, that's what it does, is it gives the player using Maw a window to kill Dark Phoenix right after she spawns, before she can heal herself or do anything useful. And I don't think that the CPU teams are just good enough or smart enough to take advantage of that window. So I just, since it's a defense-only strategy and you're counting on a CPU to put it into effect, I don't see how good I don't see that it's that good. I beat them all the time with my Phoenix, right up until I started using Black Order exclusively. And now I'm still beating them. Because Black Order has gotten pretty good. Pretty damn good. But yeah, I was doing pretty well on the previous meta, and I got up into that top spear a few times, but only when I really played a lot. Because I was getting knocked down a lot every day too, and so I was focused on other things for a long time, and I would just do two arena attacks a day and kind of float around in the top 50 somewhere. But I never really did get up into the upper stratosphere, even though I had way higher team collection power than most of the people I was fighting. And when I got the BB Yo-Yo team together, that's when I just took off, man. It was straight to number one after that. And I mean, number one so solidly. I was the first guy in my arena shard to really use it. And I got into number one so solidly with that I went sometimes an entire week without being attacked. And just sat at number 1, uncontested. And that doesn't happen anymore. We got merged into it. Some of the guys started catching up, right? That's the thing when you're at the top there. You already got the best BB and the best yo-yo you can have, and everybody else is building one. Well, they're just catching up on you, So people started catching up and getting their own BB yo-yo combinations. And then we merged into a new shard, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of new people that already had one showed up. And then it's been a dogfight ever since that I've done well in. Don't get me wrong. I placed first probably more than anybody else in the shard, but I don't get it every day anymore. I do get it most days, but I don't get it every day. Almost blitz time. Almost blitz time. Little more progress on that Ironheart blitz will be welcome. Yeah. All of my settings got reset on Baxos. How did that happen? Whoa, that got a little jumpy. Yeah, I understand that, man. Like, you gotta balance it. You need to build tall for some modes. You need to build wide for others. So yeah, you want to be good in war. You want to be good in blitz. You need to build wide. It's something you need to work on, especially like toward them. Like, you should start off, build yourself a good team, go tall, and then go wide after that. And then, as new meta teams come available that you want to use in Arena, then that's kind of what you should focus on. Arena seems to be the highest value game mode because it's the only one that's going to give you cores, right? It's the only one that's going to pay you back, essentially. We get great rewards out of War, and I would kind of consider War the second most important game mode. But then for that one, you got to go wide, right? So you got to really balance it and just use your judgment. And that's a good idea. Get a nice wide base. You do have one of the biggest, beefiest rosters in the Alliance. Get a wide base, and then focus on the teams that are really going to be, your top end U7 and Arena. That's the way to go. I think you're on the right track, sir. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. Bad things are happening. Not with Baxos. Did we lose one there? It only looked like 4 Spideys. No, they just got injured. Saw it wrong. Oh. So looking good, looking good. Get this annoying ass minion out of the way. All right, everybody's stealth means nobody's stealthed. And bye-bye Kingpin. Okay, so now we can move on to, we'll check Arena real fast. And then we'll move on to doing Blitz. That's pretty much all we got left to do. Still at second place. I've been getting attacked less since I really started getting this Black Order team up toward 500k. I've been noticing far fewer attacks per day, and most of the attacks that I do sustain come from a guy named Unclouded, who also has a pretty beefy Black Order. Black Order has, just in the span of a couple of weeks, gone from a dud that was like, well, okay, it'll be a decent war team, you know, and now all of a sudden it's, oh shit, now this is the best team in the game. And that's happened to me a bunch of times in the life of this game, right? At one point in time, long before anybody had a Red Skull, I had a 300k Hydra team. You know, I'd be the first to tell you they were only marginally useful, but their day came. Their day came. So since we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to sit back down and we'll do some blitzing. Get us a round in, and then we'll check Dark Dimension. All right, so let's fix this. Got you chopped a little bit there. That's good enough. Okay. As I keep saying, I'm not the center of the show here. I'm just this little talking head in the bottom left. The real center is the action. So let's get on with the blitzing. Alright, so what's a good, fun opponent for our... Yeah. I mean, you know, we got to take the easiest one, right? We ain't got it, but we will. You never know when shit's going to go bad on you in this game. Okay, so I'm going to smack this right side here. The main thing is you want to try to hit 3 people with that basic. All right, we're going to offense down Thor and hopefully also good. All right, I'm going to hit the same 3 again. Buff the team. And then we'll put Corvus's damage toward the left side here. I think Thor might be a dead man walking. Probably not, but close to it. Yeah, he was. He was. I'm still learning how to judge these new pips. I don't know about y'all. Don't need any help, but we'll just drain Thanos a little. We'll flip his taunt. And finish him on off. This team is super dope, and I really want to put some red stars into them. As many as I can. I really kind of want to fully invest in that team to be honest, at this point. I want to get them to 500K. And then by the time I'm ready to leave them off, some other new best awesome team will be here, and I'll do that. Yeah, it's probably doable. Alright, let's see if they'll kill their Punisher for me. No, but maybe Hela can finish it off. Close. We'll taunt off Frank's head and put him out of the fight. Alright. Hulk's not going to be too bad. We wore him out and we pre-damaged him a little bit before he taunted. There goes some of Thor's free damage. Okay, so since we got our tank below 50% health and already stealth, we're going to go ahead and just stealth the group. Let them play with the illusions. In the meantime, let's see if we can finish off Peter. Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, and here comes the whammy. And bye-bye Hulk. Succinctly done. Love it. Love it. Yeah. So I'm looking at a video. It says Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Seasons 1 through 6 recap. Which the YouTube algorithm is correct that probably is a title that would interest me. I love that show. I watch videos about that show. But it's only 30 minutes long. That's a lot of story. Like, there's no way that can be a good recap. They're glossing over some shit. They're glossing over a season or two, I bet you, in there. Let's get rid of Mordo. All right. Yeah, I don't need any health, really. I mean, kind of do, but we're fine. I'm not seeing any other big damage rockers on the field here. We're going to get rid of JJ since he's not passing out any more energy. Ah, nah. Phooey. The Man of Recaps channel. Alright. Well, if you say they're good, I'll try it. I'll check it out. I don't really need a recap of that show. I could discuss it at length right now. I'm much more likely to enjoy a rewatch before I get into a season 7. I mean, what I tell people when they ask me about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is I'm like, it's got Bill Paxton, right? Like, do I got to go any further than that? They put Bill Paxton on TV a lot, you know. They even get Samuel L. Jackson a couple times, right? Like, that's enough. That's enough. I shouldn't have to expand any further on that, you know. I understand, yeah, if you're in a part of the world where it's very difficult for you to get your hands on it. I just dial it up on Netflix. And I might not see season 7 until it hits Netflix. You know, it's airing right now, and I'd very much like to see it, but I don't even have a cable TV subscription. That's not something that usually interests me, and it's not something I'm going to get for just to be able to see a few select shows a little earlier. Like, meh, there's no Joneses that I'm trying to keep up with. I don't have to see it before everybody else. Are we back? I might be back. It's telling me I'm back. Aha! Just some kind of connection error there. My apologies. I'm glad that we were able to salvage that without having to go to an entirely new stream. All right, we lost Johnny. We're not paying attention. Let's get back on the ball here, shall we? Okay. These 520, 530 teams they'll throw you up against can be pretty beefy, even these shitty randos. How long is it going to take us to wear down Groot? Let's just put this on fast forward. Have a nice day, Mr. Sander. Thank you for coming, sir. Randos it is. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably our best bet. Okay, so we bury her up. I'm gonna hit Hawkeye with that ability block. Yeah, let's take some points off Cap. He's gonna do a lot of blocking here in a minute and be the one most likely to stand up through the barrage. The barrage that begins now. Oh yeah. Finish that off with a uni beam and move the hell on. That's 8.2 million. I'm satisfied if we just get anywhere up around 10. If I really wanted to push it, I could probably compete higher than that. But I just don't have the time. I have the roster. I don't have the time. Sweet, blessed time. There's never enough. There's always blitz botting. It's kind of never been my thing. Don't get me wrong, I have a drive to succeed. I put a lot of my entertainment budget into this game, and I play, 6 hours or more of it a day. I'm just, botting is not a level I'm willing to go to. I'm not really judging anybody that does. It is both a level of, investment and I guess, it's all fair, if people want to do it. Would have liked to have held on to my storm there. Kill Phoenix, damn you. Frankly, if I ever were to do something like that, I'd be more tempted to do it on my alt account where it would do more good and I would not cry as hard as if the account got dinged or punished somehow. I think we can beat you. I'm getting hungry. I can see a Father's Day egg sandwich in my future. All right. We'll go ahead and summon first against this particular team. There we go. Little Coulson magic. Deadpool in the tanks. Two of the brawliest tanks in the game, no doubt about it, but Deadpool and the tanks. Brawliest, is that a word? Is that you know what I meant. You knew what I meant. You're a smart person. I know you are. You knew what I meant. Alright, so that wraps up that blitz rotation. Let's take another peek into my arena shard and see how things look in there. Still second place. So we're just going to bide our time and then jump lucky at the last minute. So let's grab any orbs that we got lingering in here. Good. Okay. And then 15 Ultimuses we're saving up. And we're on to Dark Dimension 3 to get our daily dosage of pain. It has been a long, slow grind to work our way up this one little snake. So here we go again. Alright, so we're going to immediately get that taunt up. Looks like we're just charging. Oh my god, see, look at what? Oh. Hello and welcome to Dark Dimension 3. Enjoy your stay. Do you need to eat a Johnny alt today? I'm sorry then, your daily progress is completed. So without cores, that's it. That was it for the day. That was all we did. With a grouping of characters that couldn't, I mean, aside from pulling a 7th red star on a few of them, couldn't be any stronger. So, that is a 500k strength team. 3 of its members are well in excess of 100k strong. And they just basically got one-shotted by Johnny Storm. I do not like Dark Dimension 3. I like its rewards. I think its game design is fucking stupid. Alright, so let's get rid of Johnny before he obliterates us all again. Yeesh. Now we'll get some defense ups. I hate that I used my taunt. Alright. So we've only got 4 on the board. But we got a lot more to drop. But since she's pretty well hurt, I'm going to go ahead and use that. And there we go. Here comes some more. Okay, so target should be Falcon, who's trying to hide back in there behind Green Goblin, but I see you. I see you, Sam. You ain't hiding from nobody. So we're going to taunt as opposed to heal on Thanos. I got another Johnny out here, so it's only a matter of time, and then we all die. Maybe with the defense ups, we'll manage to survive it. We're probably going to get a chance to find out. Ugh. Brutal. Oh, why didn't I res? Shit. I'm feeling resigned and I'm saving abilities in my head. Yeah, it wouldn't have done any good. They'd have just died immediately. So yeah, there's Dark Dimension 3. It fucking sucks. You know? Start working on it now so you can get it in your damn rear view. Because you do want the rewards. Shitty game mode, not very fun. Great rewards. I don't understand that game design. If this mode were the only thing that I really was looking at in this game right now, that I would quit. I would fucking quit. There's just no getting around it. If there were not other portions of this game that were entertaining me mightily, I would walk. This mode insults me. I know for a fact that the vast majority of players are nowhere near in my range. There's only about 80 some odd guys out there that are better. And I get demolished in one shot. Like, I just, you know, hey, whatever makes you happy. Some people like to go grind out stupid raids and PvE, and, you know, that's never been my thing, but I can do some for sure. I don't mind the raids. They're not really something I find that entertaining, but I don't mind the raids. But this nonsense, it grates at me. So that'll wrap it up for Mortytown TV for this morning. I'm gonna get some food in me. I'm obviously hangry. I just blew like $4 to just get my face kicked in, and it's pretty much my daily experience with Dark Dimension 3, barring a few exceptions. And you know, so it's hard to be happy about that. Anyway, I hope everybody's had a good time riding along here. I appreciate all of you that have been watching live, and thank you very much to all of you out there in YouTube land who have dug this up later. I'll be back tonight for an evening stream. Until then, be cool, keep gaming. I'm back, and I'm out of here.